Okay. Rolling.
Welcome everyone to Akila's channel.
Woo! So much confident. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have a very special guest today. This is my husband, Abdul Malik, or Malik as people call him.
Hi everyone.
So I realized that sometimes he only makes very small little cameos here and there in my content, and so I thought you've never actually met him. So we decided to film a little Q&A. We took your questions over Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and some via email. Some of them of course are general questions about us, and then we got a lot of them that were relationship advice questions. This one's a little guru, but we will answer those advice questions in our next video. So for today, do you want to kickstart our general questions?
Okay, so the first question is, how did you two meet?
Okay, shall I tell the story?
Yes.
So basically, we met when we were about 17, 18. It was the end of high school. Everyone was going to the club that night because we were gonna go and celebrate and party and have fun. And my friend was friends with his friend. So she and I snuck out of the house and they actually picked us up, and then we went. And then we had no idea that the two of them were actually gonna start hooking up that night. So
Which came as a big surprise.
Yeah, we really didn't see that one coming. I was left a girl by myself, and then there was him and a bunch of other guys as well, and they all started hitting on me, which made me feel really uncomfortable. And then this one was my hero, basically. Protector. He was a dancing protector. he was just like in his groove, and then he would see these guys come up to me and he'd just grab me.
What?
No, you were not like that. You grabbed me and then he put me behind his back, and then he was just like...
But in my mind I was thinking, well...
Okay, yeah. And then I just noticed that he was a real gentleman, and then later on in the night we actually started speaking, we got along really well.
We had some really good conversations.
Yeah, for 18-year-olds.
really
They
deep.
were like that was some deep stuff.
Yeah.
But we're like shouting it in each other's ears. That was
I know.
It was hectic. And then the next day we all went to the beach with our friends. We got along really well. We were having more deep conversations.
And Malik got jealous.
Why? Tell them what happened.
Because we were having such good conversation. Here this guy comes along and he says something to you, and you just go and you walk off with him.
He was my friend. He was actually one of my other friends' hookups.
And then I was thinking, how can you do this to me? And then I left.
But
Because
he was
I wasn't
actually-
going to compete against any other guy.
And this guy was actually asking me advice about my friend who he was like super in love with.
Jealous.
So this one just couldn't deal, and then then university started. We went to separate universities, and
Kind of lost touch.
Yeah, we lost touch, but stalked each other on Facebook.
Yeah.
A lot. And then he went to go and work for the airlines. He went to go work for Qatar Airways, and then I came after that also to come and work for them. And when I knew I was going to be joining the airline, I slid into his DM super smooth and was like, hey, so do you still work over there? Because you know, like, I'm coming there and like, you know, it'd be cool if we could like hang stuff. And then I don't even know where he got my number from, because I didn't give it to him. He didn't reply to my message, he just phoned me.
I phoned you to tell her not to come.
And then I said, I don't care, I'm coming there and you're gonna take me out when I get there.
I was still protective.
So he still didn't want me to come there because he just thought this is not a place for me, apparently. But then I said to him, whatever, I'm coming there and you are gonna take me out.
That's what I loved about her,
So
her feistiness.
I'm such an asshole, actually. Anyways, so then on the day that I arrived, he messaged me, he asked me, are you here yet? I said...
I was so excited to see her.
Yeah, I said I arrived this morning, and then he said, okay, cool, I'm taking you to Nando's tonight, you must be starving. He picked me up, there was just like so much chemistry from the first second, and we've been inseparable ever since.
When I saw you, I think my heart stopped. and I couldn't understand how beautiful you were.
That's very sweet. You always say these things that make me so shy and I don't know what to do. Okay, next question. How long have you been together?
4 years?
Yes, 4 years. You're not supposed to answer the question.
I'm not
with
good
another
with dates.
question.
So, the first.
4 years? Okay, 4 years. 4 years. 4 years. Yeah, 1 year of dating, 1 year engaged, and like 2 years married. How do you keep the spark alive, and is it still the same as when you first got married?
Can I answer this question? Okay. So, how do you keep the spark alive is to constantly be interesting to your partner. Like Akila creates new content over her social media platforms, I create special content for her daily. So anyways,
that was new. This is not what we hear.
That's new. So what I'm trying to say is
that's
we
how.
have to create new content. To keep that spark alive, you have to be different all the time. So for example, when you first start seeing each other, there's this energy and this pull and push.
The spark.
Which is the spark, basically.
We are both also big fixers. So when there's an issue, we pick up on it quickly. One of us always picks up on it and we will kind of pull out on the side and be like, hey, what's going on? Come, let's do this or let's do that. Or how can I make it better for you? That's something that we both very, we're both very proactive about that. And I think that's what keeps the spark alive, is that we're always so determined to make one another happy. It's not, spark isn't something that just sort of you get married and it just stays there. You have to work on it. It's naive to think it's just going to maintain itself. That's not how it works.
Agreed.
Do you plan on having kids?
Definitely we do.
I would like to have 5. 3 that's ours, 2 that's adopted.
Yeah.
Was he fine with you as a tall woman wearing heels and being even taller?
I think that Akila being tall, there's just more awesomeness going on. So I feel that more
is more.
There's just more to love. I'm a tall guy and I preferred if she was the same height as me. So Akila being tall and wearing heels, it's kind of sexy.
I've been really trying, baby. Trying to hold back this feeling for so long. But even though I'm quite tall, I can still wear heels with him. That's okay. I just can't wear heels to the platform. Then I'm taller.
The next question is, you once mentioned that you proposed on the second date. How do you know after such a short period of dating that you would spend the rest of your life with your hubby? By the way, you guys are so cute. Thank you.
No, you're so
Can I answer the first one? We were sitting at the pier overlooking the ocean and it was so dark and it was really
city lights.
an amazing romantic experience that we had. So as we were speaking about
the moment just to
life and future and what we just really about, I then slipped and said, I want to marry you. And then I got up being surprised because of what I said. I then walked away. She was stunned. She's sitting there. She's like, she laughed actually.
Oh, I laughed as I just thought, obviously you want to marry me.
She laughed. I came back and I realized that this inner voice that just came out and said it was actually the inner voice that I wish I had when I was 18 years old. I wish I could have said that to her then and there because...
Okay, but we would have messed it up. We wouldn't have understood. We wouldn't have had that emotional maturity there.
That is true.
Okay, so basically, the second I came to Doha, this man took the chance that he let go, kind of, when we were younger, which is I'm happy he did because we weren't mature enough. He's been a real man since day one, and he's acted like my man since day one. And people need to understand there's a difference between being someone's man and then being whipped. Like, he knows when to be the man, he knows when to have the backbone, put his foot down, to be strong, and I respect him for that. And it's not that he does whatever I want. He's very much in love with me and he realizes that's what it means to be a man. So what I think is really important to understand is the difference between being whipped and doing whatever your girl wants you to do, and then being a man who just steps up to the plate and really just takes care of his woman in whatever way she needs. And that whole concept was so new and so foreign to me. He showed me respect in ways I didn't even know existed. I thought that would be absolutely silly to not marry this man.
That's sweet.
That's sweet. What do you love most about each other? Okay, you go first. What do you love most about me?
I love how independent you are. The sparkle in your eyes, the enthusiasm and excitement in your personality, and your caring heart, and the way you make me feel. Also, inner beauty and outer beauty. I think that those two things are very important, because one of my worst fears was to wake up next to somebody and they are so morbid. Because think about it, you're waking up next to this person every single day.
Imagine starting your day like that.
Imagine starting your day like that.
What I love most about him is that he is very generous. He's the most giving person I know. If he could give his body parts, he would have done it like long ago. I wouldn't have even found him. He's just the most giving, generous person ever, and he gives of himself, he gives of his possessions, he gives everything, and he is very strong-willed, and he's never been a follower. He's always been a leader, which I like. I really respect that.
Thank you.
Is Akila a good cook?
Yes, she is. She makes really healthy dishes, and I'm always well fed because she knows that a way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
It's a real thing. It is such a real thing, guys. Don't ever think that it's anything else, because that is a real thing. If I start to get like a hint of him being hungry, I get anxiety. And I sort of throw food at him. So if he unexpectedly gets hungry and I didn't know he was going to, I start panicking. I'm literally like, let's get in the car, let's go buy food. Because I get anxious because I just don't want him to be hungry. What are your top 3 favorite couples items in your closet? Because I know you guys love to match sometimes.
Leather jackets.
Chuck Taylor All Stars.
Adidas Superstars.
Leather mug straps. Basically, we shoe people, so it's mostly that, but of course our leather jackets.
And we have matching t-shirts, and we have matching mugs.
He actually told me when we just started dating, oh my god, we should get matching t-shirts. And I was just like, careful what you wish for. So I went to Bangkok on a layover and I got us matching t-shirts.
It was so small.
We actually didn't get new ones. We were supposed to get new ones when we went last year. So anyway, so I went to Bangkok and I got us matching t-shirts with arrows that point to each other, and it says, he's my love, she's my love. I actually don't know where they are now.
It was so small.
He's just trying to say that he was bummed.
Was it difficult for you guys to make the transition from living with your parents to living together in a new home? It would be great to hear both of your opinions. I think that it wasn't difficult at all, because we both lived on our own before and we knew what it takes to run a household. So yeah, when we moved into our new home, it was actually so easy. I think that we were so comfortable with each other that
It made sense.
It made sense.
So that is all that we have time for today. The questions that we didn't manage to get to in the video, I am going to answer it in a written blog post, just so that whoever else asked us stuff, your question will be answered. Please look out for our next video where we will be answering your questions on relationship advice. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.